And I said, Chris.
Call to order the Gurnee Village Board regular meeting of June 15, 2026. Roll call, please.
Garner.
Here.
Ross.
Here.
O'Brien. Thorstensen.
Here.
Woodside. Ware.
Here.
4 present, 2 absent.
You'll all stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll start with the public comment. Anybody that'd like to make a comment on an issue that's on the agenda, you may step to the microphone and state your name. There being none, we'll go on to the approval of the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Garner, second by Trustee Ross. Roll call, please.
Garner.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Ware.
Aye.
4 aye.
David?
Okay. Item number 1, approval of minutes from the June 1, 2026 meeting. Item number 2, approval of fireworks permit for approximate displays to be launched from Hometown Square perimeter. Item number 3, approval of payroll for the period ending May 29th, 2026 in the amount of $1,218,947.97. And item number 4, approval of bills for the period ending June 15, 2026 in the amount of $3,450,039.77.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Garner,
Second.
second by Trustee Thorstensen. Roll call, please.
Garner.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Ware.
Aye.
4 aye.
Motion carries. On to petitions and communications. It's approval of a proclamation designating Friday, June 19, 2026 as Juneteenth Day. Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States, dating back to 1865. It was on June 19th that the Union soldiers, led by Major General Gordon Granger, landed at Galveston, Texas, with news that the war had ended and that the enslaved were now free. While President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation had officially outlawed slavery in Texas and other states almost 2.5 years earlier, Texas was the most remote of the slave states and had a low presence of Union troops to communicate slavery had been outlawed. Therefore, enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation had been slow and inconsistent before Granger's announcement. Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American freedom and achievement while encouraging continuous self-development and respect for all cultures. It is time for reflection and rejoicing, assessment, self-improvement, and for planning the future. Now therefore, I, Thomas Hood, Mayor of Gurnee, do hereby proclaim June 19 as Juneteenth Day in the Village of Gurnee and encourage residents to celebrate freedom and honor emancipation and the end of slavery. And remember that all individuals are created equal. I further urge all residents to reflect on our collective history and the actions we take going forward to build a more fair and equitable society. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Trustee... Oh,
Ware.
sorry, this way. Trustee Ware. I was, my
Second.
ears hearing going wrong.
Second.
Trustee Ross is a second. Roll call, please. Well, actually, yeah.
Vote.
All aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. On to no reports, no old business.
Correct.
On to new business. Item 1, approval of ordinance 2026,
47.
amending the Village of Gurnee Personnel Policy Manual. David?
Okay. So you have in your packet a memo from Christine Palmieri, Director of HR, outlining 18 items to be proposed to be amended in the Employee Personnel Manual. These align with state law, federal law, and best practices. Christine is here tonight if there are any specific questions.
Christine, you want to say something?
Good evening, and thank you, David. Yes, so every year we do go through the personnel manual to do required updates based on new laws, changing best practices, as David had mentioned. So this year is where we are at today. We also, in addition to my suggested changes, we did have our law firm, Clark Baird Smith, do a thorough review of the entire manual. And so a few of the changes in the memo do reflect some recommended updates based on, what they see in terms of new laws, trends, best practices, language that just is more in line with today's requirements. So I'd be happy to answer any specific questions on any of the changes.
Am I right? Any questions? To my left? There being none, is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Thorstensen,
Second.
second by Trustee Ross. Roll call, please.
Garner.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
Ware.
Aye.
4 aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Christine. On to item 2, approval of ordinance 2026,
48.
authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Gurnee and Warren Township High School District 121 for the demolition of certain structures at 4579 and 4621 McClure Avenue in the Village of Gurnee. David?
Okay. Working cooperatively with Warren Township High School to remove some structures that are in the floodplain. The township has owned these structures for several years and have been in disrepair due to flooding and lack of use. The village included this in our budget for this year for the demolition and removal of those structures and restoration of the site. The benefit to the village is the compensatory storage, which is the ability to fill in the floodplain. So we get credit for the volume of the structures that are going to be removed. We anticipate using this for the fuel island relocation at Public Works. We are going to need to do a little bit of fill up at that site. So these removals in concert with several other structures that we've removed from the floodplain will help compensate for the fill that we're putting up there. Recently, we also did the compensatory was fill for the former Dairy Queen building, and that site was used as part of an economic incentive for the Trio gas station along Grand Avenue. So we've used these in the past and continue to have a need for them. The agreement was passed by the Warren Township High School Board at their last meeting and is before you tonight for your approval.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
By Trustee Garner, second.
Second.
Second by Trustee Thorstensen. Any questions or comments?
I do have a question.
Trustee Ross?
When you look at the map, is there still a house between where that house is and the one that we're taking down? There's still one between there and the river?
There is still one right adjacent to the Gal Beach parking lot, yes.
Do people still live there?
Yes.
So it's not available.
It is not available. We have made offers to them in the past to see if they were interested in getting on SMC's list. To date, they have not ever requested that.
Okay, thank you.
Trustee Ware?
Similar question to Trustee Ross's. There's a structure that has 3 units to the east of it.
Mhm.
You have background information on it?
I don't believe that one has ever flooded any of our recent floods. It's a 3-unit apartment building, occupied, and it's not as high on our list to attain. Has a higher value, and has not ever flooded, so it's on our list, but just not quite as high.
Right. Roll call, please.
Garner.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Thorstenson.
Aye.
Ware.
Aye.
4 ayes.
Motion carries. Item 3, approval of ordinance 2026,
49.
authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Gurnee and the County of Lake for the improvements to Washington Street, County Highway 22, and Illinois Route 21, Milwaukee Avenue, intersection improvements including sidewalk, bike path, median sign, and street lighting. David?
Okay. You have a memo in your packet from Nick Leach, our village engineer, on this. Lake County DOT is pushing forward a reconstruction of the intersection in question at Washington and 21 for a safety improvement. Basically, the changes are going to be turning east and westbound dual left turn lanes that would be permitted to turn only when the green arrow is on. So in order to get the capacity through there, they need to do a little bit of widening. It's not going to be quite as invasive of a reconstruction as is the Washington Hunt Club project, but still needs to relocate the signals and do a decent amount of work. This was a project that was expedited pretty quickly through the county's process. We only became aware of it very recently, and we have some cost participation in the project for relocation of the lighting that the village is in charge of, as well as some miscellaneous bike path and sidewalk work. Because it was moved up in the county schedule pretty quickly, we did not have a chance to budget funds for it, so we were able to negotiate down a smaller percentage that we pay up front. So typically it's 10% or 50% up front, 50% at the end of the project. We were able to get it down to 33% up front with the remaining balance at the end of the project.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
By
Second.
Trustee Ross, second by Trustee Garner. Discussions or questions? No? Roll call, please.
Garner.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Thorstenson.
Aye.
Ware.
Aye.
4 ayes.
Motion carries. On to public comment. Anybody that would like to make a public comment on any item that doesn't have to be on the agenda may step to the microphone and state your name. There being none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So,
Motion by Trustee Garner, second by Trustee Ware. All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.
I was hoping that Liliana would